all right, I'm in heaven right now. Is there a new addition to your family, a baby, a spouse, or perhaps even a new pet? Well, your current pet may become jealous, and Dr. Melissa Webster is here to tell us what you can do to help them and to help your family if jealousy strikes. Dr. Webster, great to have you here.
Thank you for having me today.
So, do dogs really get jealous?
Yes, they get jealous, and they can get jealous of new situations from having to share you.
Okay, so say you've got a baby that's going to be coming home soon. You can do things to help prepare the pup for the new addition to the family, right?
Yes, absolutely. These guys just had that recently, too. And one of the best things is start gradually, like in the middle of the night when you know you're getting up to have a snack, go have it in the baby's room. Bring the dogs with you. Include them on what you're trying to do with them. And also what I would think, too, would help is just go slow and bring the blankets to the hospital. Rub it all over the baby and bring it back over to the dog to smell. So I brought something like this, and you can just, you know, swaddle the baby with it, bring it back, and let them know the scent. And that
you
will
have
help.
to sit down, Abby. Are these siblings, these dogs?
This is aunt and niece.
Oh.
They are.
Oh, what sweet babies. These are doodles.
Yes.
This is my fantasy come true right now. All right. Okay. So apart from having baby come home, sometimes a new relationship.
Yes.
It can end relationships if the dog does not like the new person or they're jealous.
Absolutely.
So what do you do about that?
The new person needs to give them lots of treats, lots of intention, and like I was just recommending is include them in what you all are doing so that they're not shut out, locked in a room. You're going to have a much better interaction. And just be patient. Sometimes dogs are scared of the new person, especially if they haven't been socialized a lot.
Right.
Ask your veterinarian, too, because there's things that we can do to help. And sometimes we have to get a dog trainer, too. To help.
Apart from a dog trainer, how can a vet help with this?
Well, what we do is kind of find out what the pet's anxiety is about. And we can deal with the anxiety both by changing behavior and training, and sometimes we have to use medications or pheromones to help too.
And when you talk about medications, are there natural medications that will help a dog kind of calm down and help
There are some natural medications that control things as far as just helping their mood that have L-tryptophan or casein in them, and we find that very helpful.
What about introducing another pet to the family? Because it's one thing to deal with human beings, but then you've added, say you bring a nice cute little puppy home, and this one says, hey, wait a minute, I was your one and only.
Yeah, the one and only here was Abby, and then Chloe came on board.
Right.
So we have to slowly, like, feed them separately. Food is a huge competition. And, you know, toys, you just don't get one toy. You need two.
Right.
Because it's always the mine, and I want the thing I don't have. So
what about, this is a situation that I have with my dogs, and they've been together for a long time, so it's time to get over it. But I'll give them both a big bone, and then Freebie, the girl, will walk over and just take his, and he'll start crying, and it's awful. And then we've got a big growl fest going on. So, I mean, I brought them both a bone. Well, now what?
Yeah, the stealing is... This morning it happened at my house. TJ took both of the bones and is hiding in his house going, coming, dare you to come grab it. So then I have to physically go get the bone and then separate the two dogs. It's some things they do better with, and others just you're going to have to improvise.
How do you help them when they're aggressive with somebody new or anybody that's introduced to the family, and you think, oh, this probably isn't a very safe situation? What do you do?
Well, I think we make sometimes poor choices and push the pet too much. And if they're aggressive and growling and really having a negative interaction, you probably need to do that greeting somewhere else and try it again a different day. And maybe do it around when the pet's really hungry, so you can give them if they're food motivated, or have that person come to the park and play with the dog, and don't have it in their home setting. But it can be a deal breaker, and it's serious. You can get hurt.
Yes,
but the reason why I was saying sometimes people make poor choices, leaving your child alone with two dogs.
Right.
When we hear in the news the terrible things that happen, that's a poor choice.
Yes.
You know, and it's not the dog's fault or the cat's fault.
Right.
And cats are very sensitive too. Some people feel cats don't have territorial issues. That's very wrong. They can sometimes pee or poo in the house, and when they don't like somebody.
Right. And instead of punishing them, you have to find a way to work with them to get them over this behavior. And you mentioned leaving a baby alone with a dog or two. It doesn't matter what the breed is.
No, it's not a breed problem. It's a human poor decision problem.
Right.
I mean, we hear, honestly, pit bulls get a bad rap. It's not typically the breed.
Right. Any dog or cat can scratch or bite a child. All right, Dr. Webster, good stuff. Thank you very much. These two are getting along famously. We'll be right back with more Daytime, so don't go away.
Yes, you're so cute.